Welcome all you brave hearts out there. Thank you so much for joining in. This is our third attempt at the show today, so I hope the sound is all working. I hope you can all hear me. If not, then we'll see what we can do. Thank you so much for joining in. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. My name is Jeffrey Kipple. I am filling in today for Dr. Daryl Wolf. He is literally in the air right now on the trip that is taking him to all over the place. You're going to see in just a moment where he's going to be. This show tonight is all for you to learn about the treatments, the trainings, the certifications, everything that is going on. It has been a really interesting week. Today has been a day filled with some technical difficulties. For any of you who've just tuned in, you may have noticed that this is our third attempt of getting on, but we are on, so I'm really happy about that. And we're just going to chat a little bit about what's coming up. I'm going to go through a few slides and then I'm going to open this up for questions. So thank you for everyone who's joined in, and thank you so much for your patience as we figured out how to get the sound and the audio and video and everything all working. So again, my name is Jeffrey Kipple. I work together with Dr. Daryl Wolf along with my wife, Mindy Blackstein. The two of us are here to help really put in systems and all kinds of procedures and protocols to really help everyone extend the message that much further. You know, this is our opportunity to share information, inspiration, insight, and innovations, and provide you with the tools, the platforms, and the pathways to share the message of self-love and self-care. Daryl is en route, as I was mentioning, to a number of different cities. Sage is already on different locations doing PTTs, and tonight we're just going to go through some slides and share with you what is actually happening right now and what's coming up and how you can get involved. You can begin the slides. So say no more. Come out and hear what Dr. Daryl Wolf has to say, and that is also taking place at Shalou's Clinic in Barrie, where she just got the first self-sonic machine in Canada. So you can connect with her actually. If you want to register and come out to the seminar, call 705-828-2257, and she can fill you in on all the information and everything that's going to be happening on Sunday, August 7th. Next slide. The first event is in St. Lazare, and this is a PTT that Dr. Sage Wolf is heading out to. That event is actually all sold out. We're going to be coming back into that region, so stay tuned. That event is sold out, and right after that event, next slide, Daryl is heading over to Texas, to McKinney, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas. He's also going to be doing 2 seminars there. The first one is athletes of all ages, reverse the irreversible and stay off the bench. And that is on Sunday, August 21st from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then the following day on the 22nd, another similar seminar like he is doing in Barrie, say no more to drugs, surgery, implants, canes, walkers, or wheelchairs. Say no more. Come out and hear what Daryl has to say and get inspired by it between 5 and 8 p.m. So if you know anyone in the area, or if you're listening in and you want to just hear some information and insight that is going to change up the way that you think of things, head on out to that event. Next slide, please. So the first full certification, New World Practitioner, is going to start in McKinney, Texas. That begins on August 25th till September 15th, with the Whole Life Coach starting on August 25th till September 2nd, and then the Wolf Non-Surgical starts on September 4th and goes to the 15th. If you want to register for that, you can call 1-855-900-4544 extension 5, or on WhatsApp 250-801-5893. There are still spots available for that event. That certification, I believe there is 6 or 8 spots still available. So if you are one who wants to go, or you know someone in McKinney, let them know about it. Next slide. After McKinney, Daryl and the team are coming right back here to Ixtapa, Mexico. That's where I am, in the headquarters of the Braveheart Nation. And the New World Practitioner is going to start on September the 10th and run until October 2nd. Whole Life goes till September 18th, and then the Wolf Non-Surgical starts on the 21st and goes to October 2nd. Same thing, if you want to register for that, call 855-900-4544 extension 5, or on WhatsApp 250-801-5893. There are still openings for this. It's going to be a really, really exciting course, and as soon as this wraps up, Carla, the next slide, Daryl will be back in Barrie, and Sage is going to follow him as well. And there is a lecture first on Thursday, September 22nd at 5:30, and that is called Heal Yourself, the Truth About You and Even the Flu. And then on October the 2nd, he is going to do another seminar from 3 to 6 p.m. If you want to register for either of these, give Shalou a call at area code 705-828-2257, and that is in Barrie, Ontario, which is just about an hour north of Toronto. So if you're in the Ontario area, Quebec area, or anywhere in between that zone, head on out. And then next slide, please. And that's going to lead into the next seminar that's taking place in Barrie. The first one in September is completely sold out. Once the information was launched on that, within a number of days, that was completely sold out. And the one that you can still register for is taking place on Sunday, October 2nd. Next slide, please. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, there's the dates. After that seminar that we just talked about on October 2nd, the seminar, the certification, the New World Practitioner, is beginning on October 5th, and it runs till October 27th. So it is back to back with the one that's taking place in September. So if you weren't able to call in time to be at that one, you can call now and you still can register to be part of either the Whole Life Coach, that's October 5th to October 13th, or the Wolf Non-Surgical, which starts on October 16th to the 27th. Next slide. After that, Daryl and Sage, Dr. Daryl Wolf and Dr. Sage Wolf will both be flying back to Ixtapa, Mexico. We have the last New World Practitioner training that takes place on October 24th till November 15th. That is the last one for this year. In between, as you see, there are so many things that are going on. So if you're coming just for the Whole Life Coach, that again starts on the 24th of October, runs till November 1st. If you're going to stay for the Wolf Non-Surgical, that begins on November 4th and goes until November 15th. Again, if you want to register for that, call the number that's on the screen behind me. That is 1-855-900-4544, extension 5, or you could reach Daryl directly on WhatsApp at 1-250-801-5893. Next slide. If you want to stay up to date with all the information that's going on, if you want to connect to others who are going to be taking the courses and the certifications, then check out the NWP Empowerment Group on Telegram. That will be able to put you in to really be able to see all the information that's coming up, be able to connect with the people who are taking the courses, so you could already start developing community. And then when you get to the events, it's like you already know each other. Makes it that much more exciting. And anyone who has taken courses, jump into that group as well. This is that opportunity for everyone to connect, engage, and share, your experience at the courses, the trainings, the treatments, all that kind of stuff. You get to chat about that in this Telegram group. Next slide, please. So this is just a full outline of the courses, the treatments, and the trainings. We went through all of them from McKinney, Texas, first starting in McKinney, then to Ixtapa, Mexico, then over to Barrie, Ontario in Canada, then right back here in Ixtapa. And the first course for 2023 is going to be starting on January 16th, and that runs till January 25th for the Whole Life Coach. And the Wolf Non-Surgical will be starting on January 27th and running to February 7th. So if you want to register for that and get a jump start, a head start towards what is happening in 2023, go for it. Give the numbers a call. Again, that's right behind me, 1-855-900-4544, extension 5. You could also go to braveheartnation.com, and all the information is there, the dates, the locations of the certifications, the hotels you could stay at, and plenty of more information. In fact, braveheartnation.com is going to be getting a whole new sort of facelift, so to speak. There's going to be an entire new platform that is launching. This is going to be the largest platform for health and wellness on the planet. You are going to want to be connected. So stay tuned on these calls every Thursday at 5 p.m. Central that we do these calls. We do on Monday, Dr. Darrell Wolf hosts the call that is more for you coming on and sharing your health questions. That also is at 5 p.m. Central on Mondays. Carla, next slide, please. So what are the personal treatment and trainings? Well, there's a number of different ones. If you can't come to us in any of the locations that I just shared in St. Lazare, Quebec, in Barrie, Ontario, in McKinney, Texas, or right here in Ixtapa, Mexico, we will come to you. Not me, but the team will come to you. There are personal treatments and trainings. One is Braveheart Family. A second one that you can take part in is for couples training and treatments. That's for emotional, nutritional, and body work. There's the Perfect Pain-Free Pregnancy, and there's one that's closer to the area that I've spent my career in on the athletic side. That's the Athletic Deep Tissue Bodywork Training. There is the Wolf Non-Surgical Personal Treatment and Training, so that you are completely trained on all the things that you can do for yourself, for the people that you care about around you, so that you can help them too on their journey. And there is also a whole body joint restoration. So any of those, you can call in and you can coordinate that. You can check out more online at personaltreatmentandtraining.com, or you can find it also on DocaDetox.com or braveheartnation.com. Next slide. So all these treatments and trainings, personal treatments and trainings where we come to you, are broken down based on which type you're choosing and how many hours. And you can see it right there on the screen. Some are 36 hours, some go up to 60 hours depending on what it is, and that's for the full Wolf Non-Surgical certification. If you want to be certified in Wolf Non-Surgical and you can't get to us or any of the locations, well, again, we'll come down to you and you get everything that you need. You get an entire booklet. They're sitting right here. This is a 400-page booklet that has everything that you need to know to be able to understand how to self-heal and help others heal as well. And you'll also get the full Perfect Day Lifestyle Manual, which is also almost 400 pages, that gives you everything that you know on an emotional and nutritional basis so that you can have the perfect day every day. There's also the pelvic floor restoration, which is 18 hours. So for any of these, just go to the website personaltreatmentandtraining.com or any of the sites that I talked about, or call in. You can get a quote. You can find out more information at 1-855-900-4544, extension 5. Next slide, please. So as I was saying, we come to you. So just reserve your spot, call in, or go to the website. Carla, next slide. And right now, we're setting the schedule for 2023. I shared with you in January will be the first New World Practitioner training taking place here in Ixtapa, Mexico. Dr. Sage Wolf is going to be available on these dates, March 18th to the 29th, April 1st to the 12th, April 15th to the 26th, and April 26th to May 10th. It is going to be a very busy period, and if you want Sage to come to you, to your home, to your office, to your community center, to your gym, well, check in, give us a call, go to the website, and that can be made to happen. And next slide, please. So that's all the information you need, again, where you can go to find out about it. If we are going to you, there is a minimum. You know, there needs to be a certain number of people to make the course actually be able to be effective. So for the Wolf Non-Surgical, we need to have 8 people. And for the Whole Life Coach, we need to have a minimum of 12 people. Yes, obviously there can be more, but that's the minimum that we would begin with. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know somebody who wants to take part in that, let us know. Give us a call. The number's right there on the screen, or you can go to the website. Next slide, please. That's really the lay of the land of what is happening for the certifications, for the courses, for the trainings. And now, I thought I would open this up and see if there are any questions, whether you're coming through on Zoom or on Facebook. We're in a number of different platforms. And Carla, I just need to have the messages and questions up there and see if anybody has anything that they would like to ask. Okay, so there aren't any questions yet. I see someone on Zoom, if they have their hand up, or they don't have their hand up. If anyone is on Zoom and has a question they would like to ask, just unmute yourself and ask away. So I see it's a very busy, heavy questions coming through. So not much happening right now on the questions. I would really recommend that if you are on Telegram, go to the group NWP Empowerment and get connected in there. People that are in that group are those who are taking the courses, taking the certifications, or having different treatments. It's an opportunity for you to engage, to talk to other people who have gone through the courses, get a feel for it, and actually be able to make friends. So that if you are coming to the course together, or you want to be able to meet each other, or you want to have a lift, you want to share a hotel room, anything like that, this is an opportunity for you to engage with it. The courses are truly transformational. My background is in the fitness industry. And in the fitness industry, my background more specifically is in helping to pioneer and launch the natural bodybuilding and fitness movement. And through that, we saw that so many people just focused on one aspect of their overall being, their human being. And that was just the outward side of it. It was their overall external. There is so much more. Being fit goes way, way beyond just strength and appearance. Being fit has to do with mental and emotional and social and spiritual health too. And in these courses, you will learn things that will reshape the way that you look at things, reshape your entire world. And that's when we first got introduced to this, that is what we really took away from it. That most people are, thank you Gail, and saying that the audio is working, awesome. Most people, go through their life as a human being and doing a human doing aspect of it. And what the issue with that is most people are operating with only a limited amount of information. What if you had that extra bit of information? What if you had the manual, the manual that can help you truly understand how to have a perfect day every day? Well, that's what the courses are going to teach you. They're going to teach you exactly what you need to learn in a very, very intensive way. The whole life certification is a 9-day intensive course and certification. So when you finish it, you get your certificate at the end of it. But what you also get is that when you start it at the beginning, you are a different person when you come through at the end. Although, I will just have a caveat to that. It really is up to you. In the fitness world, we say a term, we can't do your push-ups for you. So when you come to these certifications and trainings, you need to be able to come as an open student. You have to be able to come with the knowledge of, I don't know what I don't know, and you're open to learning. Someone's asking, what kind of topics are you going to learn? Everything from emotional intelligence to nutrition, to how everything in your body is functioning, to how your thoughts are that invisible. Your thoughts are creating issues in your tissues, and how you can deal with that, how you can change that, both with using the Wolf non-surgical and your mindset. So a lot of the aspects of the courses are getting you to understand who you are as an emotional being and a physical being, to allow you to know how to transform. These courses and certifications are really, really for those who are ready for a change. There's an expression, most people want to change, and most people change long enough to get the results they want and they go back to what they were doing before. This certification, this training, this intensive is way beyond that. If you come in with the attitude of wanting to learn, of being open to what you're hearing, you will come out at the other end completely different. In fact, a lot of people, most people, take the courses 3 times. Yeah, it sounds like, wow, I'm going to go through it 3 times, because repetition is the key to that success. Repetition means that you are learning it to a level where you truly understand it. And when you take the course the first time and you come out at the other end a different person, well, when you take it a second time, that learning goes so much further. You are not the same person. If you ever took the time and to reread a book that inspired you, and you read it again, maybe not the next day when you just finished it, and you go back to that a little bit later, a month later, a year later, maybe even the next day once you finished it, the information is going to resonate with you in a completely different way. That's a little bit about what the topics are. It really is everything from how your intestine works, you know, your first brain in your large intestine, how that works with your emotions, how that works with the things that are showing up in your body, what you might be growing on your body, in your body, as a result of the thoughts you're having. And that's what you'll learn during the certifications and the courses. Again, you could either come to us or we will go to you. I see someone is asking, Tammy, you're asking, will you learn how to keep out of knee surgery? Absolutely. I mean, the Wolf Non-Surgical, it's in the name. It's to be able to teach you and have you go through the techniques of how to be able to keep yourself out of knee surgery. I myself went through the course together with my wife. We did this as a couple, so on both parts, so I'll break them into 2. For the whole life coach, understanding the things that we need to know on an emotional basis to prevent things happening on a physical basis. Again, the invisible creates the physical. The fact that we did it together meant that we now have the same language. We have the same lingo that we can share and call each other out on if there's something that either of us are doing or saying that we can be doing better. It is so powerful coming down together with your spouse or your partner to be able to take that together and know that you're on a journey together helping each other. And that's part of what we learned, is the ability to keep helping each other move forward to, you know, again, have a perfect day every day, and really when it comes down to it, to be happy. I think that's what most people want. They want to be happy. But if you have issues in your tissues, if you've got stinking thinking, if you're just not going through day after day after day feeling happy, having the best day that you can, well then you need to open up your mind to the things that could help you get there. That's what you're going to learn in the course, specifically in the whole life coach. In the Wolf Non-Surgical, I'll go back to Tammy, you're going to learn how to treat every part of the body. Everything from the joints to your muscles to every area within the body. So during the course, you're going to have probably, I would say, 20 to 25 hours of treatments on you because through the course, you're pairing up with someone. And that changes up every day. You're pairing up with somebody else, so you get the feel and knowledge of being able to work on somebody else and somebody new all the time. So you're going to cover all areas. You know, you're going to cover the knee. And you're going to learn that. You're going to understand the emotions that are tied to that. So that not only are you healing it on a physical level, you're also healing it on an emotional level. Now I could say going through the certification and seeing the results of people who came in and after having different treatments and how they were after, it's incredible. But it's all a combination. It's not just the physical, it's not just the emotional, it's the combination of the two. And if you have the ability to come down here to Ixtapa, Mexico, or even the certification that's taking place in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, there also is a self-sonic machine. And that is the most powerful energy medicine device on the planet. It's got 25,000 volts of vibration and energy that is going into you with a love harmonic, and it will help all kinds of conditions. So I hope, Tammy, I've answered that question. I hope, Dor, I've answered your question as well. If there are any other questions, feel free to post them here. I'll talk a little bit more on the courses. When I mentioned these are intensive, they really are. My recommendation, and what the team here also suggests and recommends, is if you are considering taking one of the courses or certifications, go online. Watch some of the videos that Dr. Darrell Wolfe has put out. Go into his library and watch and take the A to Z Wellness. Listen to the emotional healing of cancer disease. Listen to that video. Listen to some of the other videos and other courses so that you understand really what is going on and you're prepared, because it's not like anything that you've ever done before. There is no test at the end of it, Dor, that you're asking. This is a personal thing that you're going through. And again, it's really going to be a matter of how much you're willing to allow yourself to let go, to allow yourself to take in the information. I have seen people who have been willing students, and I have seen people who have come through it and have held on to the beliefs that they've had. And the difference between the two is night and day. It truly is. If you're going to come in and hold on to the beliefs that you've had, well, you need to look at your world and understand what's around you, the things that are happening on a continual basis. If you say the words, why me? Why is this happening again and again? Well, that's because the programming that you have is allowing that to happen. From the age of 0 to 7 is when all the programming takes place, and the way that you're acting now is just playing out that program. Well, in order to make that change, you need to break that program. So it's not so much a test as you would think in a normal schooling system. This is far, far from that. This is for you to come out at the end being someone different if you allow yourself to truly tap into that. And what I'm saying as far as the intensive, it really is. You're starting at 9 in the morning. The whole life normally goes to about 4:30 in the afternoon, depending on how the day is. It will depend on who's in the certification. Every single one is different. So people who take it 1, 2, 3 times, like I have, every single course was different. It's all based around who is there. What are the things that are being discussed? And the topics, although all the key topics are always covered, how they're covered, the way they're covered is completely different in every certification. Now, as far as the Wolfe non-surgical, if you're coming down to take that, I would suggest that you get yourself a perfect day consultation. In fact, you should do that for the whole life coach as well. Go to docofdetox.com, click on consultation, book a perfect day consultation. It's $150, and you will get someone who is going to go through a full breakdown of where you're at on an emotional and physical level. They're going to guide you on the things that you can do every day to make every day an amazing day, to make it a perfect day. And then by the time you come down for the certifications, you'll already be prepped. You'll already be in the state of mind that you're ready to receive and absorb what's coming in. For those taking the Wolfe non-surgical, it is so important to be able to do that because it is a physically demanding certification. In the 12 days that the course runs, you are going to learn the equivalent of what other people who are body workers, go to school for years and years and years to learn. You're going to have as much information as them, in fact, even more. But it's intensive, so you need to come prepared for that. And make sure you're watching the videos. And the suggestion is really to take a perfect day consultation. Even if you're not coming down to the courses, if you're watching the videos overall, you're trying to understand, are these courses and certifications for you? Is the treatments for you? Do you want to have a personal treatment and training in your home? Well, watch the videos, get an understanding of it, and take a perfect day assessment and consultation so that you know where you're at in your life right now, and you hear the changes that could lift you up and move you forward, so you have some means of comparison. And I'm telling you, you follow the advice that's being given, your life is going to change. Now, we're going to take this up a notch that's beyond a notch when we launch this overall platform. As we were saying earlier in this show, this platform is like none other in anything that you've probably ever seen. It is going to be the largest health and wellness information and directory of articles and videos and opportunities and specific action steps that you can take on a daily basis so that you can feel great, you know, that you could be happy every day. Let me see if there's any other questions there. Is there anything that's coming through, Carla, on the list?
Yes.
Great. If there are other questions, again, for those who might have been asking, what are the dates, what are the locations, you can go to braveheartnation.com and you can find out the exact dates where we're going to be in Lazare, Quebec, we're going to be in Barrie, Ontario, we're going to be in McKinney, Texas, and we're going to have more courses and certifications taking place right down here in Ixtapa, Mexico. Let's see if there's any other questions. Anyone on Zoom? Anyone on Zoom, if you have a question, just raise your hand or unmute yourself. Anyone on Facebook or Rumble or YouTube or wherever else we happen to be, if you have something that you'd like to share, if you have a question that you have, let us know. This is the time for it. I will answer as best as I can. And if you are ready to register for one of the courses, make sure to call in and get hold of one of us so that you can get all set up. You can get all the information. You can be let into the Practitioner portal so that you can start learning and you could start getting engaged with the content, the videos, the articles, the information that's there. Let's see. Is there another slide in our show there?
Yeah.
I think we had one more slide in this whole presentation, and since there aren't really more questions here, we're going to wrap up this show shortly. And you know, the way Daryl likes to wrap these things up is with the Braveheart Oath. So if you are listening and you are online, you want to do it together with me. I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I can, I am healed, I am Braveheart. 3, 2, 1. You got this. I'll just check in and see if there are any other questions or if anybody else has anything that they'd like to share. Are we able to get the cell-sonic treatment during our training program? Absolutely, but it depends where you're going. If you're heading to the certification taking place in Barrie, Ontario, yes, Shalou has a cell-sonic machine. She just got it last week, so yes, you can do that there. If you're coming down to Ixtapa, Mexico, absolutely, you can do that here. Those are the locations right now. When we launch this new platform, there will be an entire directory of where you can go to get cell-sonic treatments, where you can go, where there are practitioners that can do treatments for you and who also have cell-sonic devices as well. So I hope that helps, Jonathan. It really depends on where you're going to be heading down to. So I'll just see again if there's any other questions, anybody have any comments, anything anyone would like to share off Facebook or YouTube or wherever we happen to be on Rumble and Telegram or on Zoom. Okay, well, again, I am Jeffrey Kipple. I am hosting the show today.